Coming to you from the BroTrips studios, it's your gurus of golf, the top trip takers and the golf shot makers. It's Joey Freshwater and Kenny Buckets. Put your hands together for another exciting episode of the BroTrips podcast.
Welcome back to the BroTrips podcast with your boy Kenny Buckets, Joey Freshwater. We're here at Cabot Citrus Farms, located here in Brooksville, Florida, on 1,200 acres. Give us a little intro. What's Cabot Citrus Farms?
Well, let's start with. I know for all those that are listening, you don't really know what's happening right now. You might hear a little wind in the background, but we have done our first on-site podcast. We're out of the studio, and for those of you who are not watching but only listening, you're going to hear two new voices today. We're very, very excited to expand our stage here today and be on-site at Cabot Citrus Farms. And we have two more members of BroTrips with us.
Yes, you do.
Easy.
Yes, you do. Hello, my name is Erek St. Laurent. How are you?
All right, and we have
Mr. Sheets right here with a Cabot Crush, ready to go for the pod. Excited to be here, boys.
Cabot.
So, Adam Ruins Golf, right?
Yep, that's the brand.
That's the brand.
At Adam Ruins Golf. Okay. Why? How did that even start?
Well, I didn't. What it was because initially I wanted my TikTok to only be real estate stuff, and then I was like, you know what? I want a creative outlet, so let's not use my full name, and let's come up with something like relatively funny. And I came up with Adam Ruins Golf, and here we are.
You're the best golfer on our team. How are you gonna ruin golf? That's
He ruins it for everybody else.
yeah.
He's that good.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah,
Fitting.
That's what it is.
The lowest handicap of all time that's never shot under par. So.
Well, this is going to be a really fun episode. I'm sure they have some stuff that they want to say. I don't know if there's going to be any retaliation for things that we may have thrown their way at one point. Hopefully they'll take it easy on us because we did bring them out here today. They'll be gracious and be gracious guests, but we're excited to have them. 4/5 of the strategic council's here.
That's correct.
Right? Only missing Marky Mark, who unfortunately is up in South Carolina, a little too far. But
shout out to Mark Hamblin, by the way.
Yeah, it's happy to be here. So I'll just give you guys a little bit of the agenda today. Mike and Kyle had us out for a whole day at Cabot Citrus Farms here in Brooksville, Florida. As Kenny Bucket said a second ago, 1,200 acres. They have 18 holes. Carew we played today. They have another 18 holes they just opened on for preview play October 1st, which is awesome. Squeeze and the Wedge, which is their short course and their par 3 course. They've got this wild gauntlet. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but there is a wild gauntlet putting course right next to the Trackman range. This place, it has impressed us. I've been here 3 times now since they opened about 9 months ago. It has changed exponentially every time I've been here. Like I feel like there's new food options here. We're gonna not
Took away the burrito. We brought it up.
We're already gonna do that?
Yeah, they took away the breakfast burrito.
I was the one that's more angry about this than everybody, and I was trying to pace myself for that, but I will say, if Cabot is listening, specifically the food and beverage director, not the former,
Not the phone.
We know a guy.
We know a guy.
but the new. Again, by the way, to be fair, did anyone have a bad meal today?
No.
Fantastic.
Everything's been fantastic, and on top, not only was the food been fantastic, but the service, the people have been top notch.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
People before profit, 100%. These people. And the family environment here. There's more people here than I've seen, I think, in 9 months of being here. I know you guys haven't been here yet.
No.
Kenny and I've been here twice now.
This is most
There's so much more stuff to do. I know phase 1 is pretty much done. They've sold out of all phase 1 village of the cottages. Phase 2 is underway, being sold right now. I think they're doing 3 total phases. We went bass fishing this morning.
Yep.
We're about to, which is, I know.
We sure did.
Yeah, we're chill.
We're getting there.
Jeez, let us lead up into
No.
this.
I'm just letting you know we did.
Look, my boy is there's a lot of slander on this podcast to the Adam Sheets and everyone coming out. So when someone does proper, you really got to showcase and give love when it's due. So I get the bully aspect that you're already trying to finagle, but we get it.
I'm just saying, we did go bass fishing.
Progress. We want you to go on,
We were going to
Joey.
give a itinerary for today, and then we will talk about bass fishing and Adam's big bass that PJ will put on the camera ahead of us. You good?
Yeah, and hold it like this.
So we bass fished this morning. We've got axe throwing coming, archery. What else are we doing? We clay shooting, skeet shooting, all that fun stuff, and then we're gonna play the wedge to close the day out today. But we got about a half hour to 45 minutes here with everyone else on the podcast. We're gonna start some fun stuff off. Kenny, I know you got some questions for the boys over here.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this, Ken.
And I think that this is gonna be a lot of fun. And yes, don't worry, we'll get to two things. Actually, you both have really great shout outs today that we're gonna give you, so please don't jump the gun. Okay? I don't need you to blow and load too early. All right? So, Kenny, go ahead, buddy.
All right. So first one's from Adam, since Adam was the first one out of the two. Your first year. I want to say that was Innisbrook. Okay,
Yep.
so we're in Innisbrook. What was your expectation leading up to BroTrips? What were you thinking? Like, oh, is this just gonna be another guys trip? Or what was that? Do you have?
Well, let's start before Innisbrook because I was supposed to be there year one.
Okay.
And then my buddy, who will not be named, called off his wedding like 3 weeks prior to that BroTrip.
So you were available.
Time out. What we've done really good job is calling people out on this podcast, as Erek said.
Yeah.
So you might as well just throw the guy's name out.
That's my buddy Nick. My buddy Nick
Hey, we'll leave
called
it
off
there.
his wedding.
That's it.
And now he's happily married, and it worked out for the best. but I was supposed to be there year one, and I wasn't because I had to bail. And then when he called off his wedding, it was too late for me to get back into the trip. So I skipped year one in Lake Oconee, and I came in on Innisbrook. And I think I was there like 3.5 hours prior to everybody else because I was just excited to get on my first BroTrip. And Innisbrook's great. For the first year, it was awesome. It lived up to every expectation. And it was the first time basically in my like relatively short golf life that I had played like competition serious golf.
That's right.
And the nerves on the first hole, which is like a dog leg right. I was hitting a driving
Water on
iron.
left, water on right.
Yep. Because we played the island course the first round, I think. And at that time, I was like a real cocky douche, and I decided to hit a 2-iron, like a driving iron, which I actually smoked, and I think I got a 7 on the first hole. And then after that,
it was fine.
It was all good.
Yeah.
But no, it lives up to the expectations every year and exceeds them every single year.
I have a question. Did Nick marry the same girl he called the wedding off with, or a different girl?
He called his wedding off and then married a new girl who he is still with, and she's the best.
I mean,
it worked out for him.
Yes, it 100% worked out for him.
Hopefully it worked out.
That last girl.
So hindsight, do you just skip his wedding? Like, if you knew...
If I knew now, after like Utah and Michigan and all over the country that we've been, that it was going to be like that, I would have not gone to the wedding.
Yeah.
Except for I was...
In the
Nick,
wedding.
was I going to be the best man? It might have been the best man, so I might have had to go.
2020.
So you had committed hoping you were going to be the best man.
Yeah.
Those are big responsibilities, and you can't really just...
Like, we had 2 of us in the running. We still do. And I don't know if I would have made... Even if I would have, I might have called it off.
Yeah. I really hope that if BroTrips or when BroTrips goes back to the Lake Oconee area, I really hope that we can get up to Champions Retreat, because that was like a once in a lifetime experience there.
27 holes.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of once in a lifetimes on BroTrips, so.
Yeah. You ready to go to Erek?
Yeah. So, I thank you, Adam. So, Erek, I know you've kind of sat in the background, had to earn your way on to BroTrips as Drone Daddy.
Definitely.
Let's go to that. What was your expectation as being the content creator?
Yeah.
Being the camera guy, being Drone Daddy, what was that going into Pinehurst? What was that like?
So I've seen you guys, like you have been my friends prior to even me joining the BroTrips thing. So I've seen like you guys go on these trips prior, seeing them on Instagram, the stories. I mean, the jealousy builds, and I think there's this theme of everybody that kind of wants to join our trip sees the stories. I constantly hear people talk about, oh, I want to get on that trip so bad. Like, I love it. So getting asked by you saying, Joe, Erek, do you want to come on? Look, we have 12 guys. Do you want to come on and try and just be a drone daddy? I go, all right, I'll try it. I've never flown drones. I've never done anything like that. I think I tried to practice the first time with us. I crashed it into a tree. Yeah, it's fun. Again, in the BroTrips slander, I get it. It's been said.
But with that being said, you make great videos.
No, it's not. So
your content, but one of the recent things,
just that first trip to Pinehurst, flying the drone. I mean, being a part of that experience and seeing all of the homies kind of just meld and mesh together, It was very cool to be a part of that and like film it from a background. I felt a part of it.
Yeah.
But to be able to film it from a background perspective and see, just to kind of see that, man, I was and I would be a drone daddy. I would do that every year.
So then you transition.
I did. I graduated.
You graduated. You got to the big leagues.
I graduated.
Earned your stripes.
I graduated.
And one of the reason why Joey wanted you to do that as a drone daddy, as a content creator, is that your Facebook, your Reels, your Instagram stuff, you do a really good job of that. You always post that. You always do something like, hey, locked in. You get the camera. You're taking a picture of the clock. So that was one of the things I think that led to that. But
I do that primarily to
thirst traps.
Yeah, it's primarily for a thirst trap purpose to like gain female followers.
Okay, we're okay with that. But now this past year, you were able to join the trip and actually play.
Keep it on track, man. Ask the question.
Play. That's what I'm asking you. So what transition? How'd you feel about when you started playing? This was your first year. Did you have the same kind of anxiety?
Yeah, it's scarier. So before I could kind of be in the background and fly a drone and kind of be a part of it from the sideline, but actually playing, the stepping up to the tee box on the first BroTrips trip. Oh my!
It's different. It's different.
You ever are shaking.
Have you played NCAA?
Correct.
I felt like I was in like stadium pressure, like all the way up. Like everything was shaking at the tee.
Yeah.
Usually against me, getting smoked in NCAA.
Okay, I have smoked you 4 times in a row. This is a separate segment to NCAA beatdowns with Erek Ostrowski. No. We'll talk about that later. That's wrong. You're wrong on that.
I've never been shut out.
Wait, is this an official sponsorship?
I beat you 42-0.
7.
No, there was a goose egg I put on you, big dog. I remember that.
No, I don't remember that.
Well, I have it on.
See how easy when you get on camera
see
it
how
is
easy.
when you start throwing,
you don't know.
Throwing haymakers.
You don't know. You don't understand. Now you get it.
Dynamics around here.
Now you get it. Now you get it. Now you get why we're getting where we're at.
I love being a part of it. The dynamic of competitiveness. There's nothing else in this world I would rather give away than to come on a BroTrips every trip.
Your smile just tells the story.
I love it.
Really
it's the best thing in the world.
I do have a question for you specifically because I think Adam knew a good amount of the guys, and you know a handful of guys, but like there was way more coming in from like Tennessee that you weren't familiar with. Is there anyone in particular that like you may have been a little bit hesitant about being on the Discord and seeing how they interacted?
Yeah.
And then you finally met them and you're like, that dude is the man.
Jay.
Yeah?
Jay. It was Jay.
The homie.
The homie, man.
Yeah?
So I knew Ben was a good dude. Man, I just remember jumping in, like being initiated into the Discord group chat, and then everybody's just like, who the fuck is this guy? Excuse my language. Who the F is this guy? What's this guy all about? I try to make a joke, and then it just doesn't fucking land, and whatever. And Jay was like the biggest, like, I was like, man, am I going to meet this guy? And these people aren't going to like me? Or, like, I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, for real. That was a legitimate fear. Meeting those boys in Tennessee, I like them more than I like you guys, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
So.
That's fair.
No,
you can walk home.
It's tough to hate people in Tennessee, dude.
Dude, I mean, how do you hate someone that talks like this all the time?
See?
I mean, how
bully. Now you're bullying. Bullying.
That's the thing.
Well,
he
that's
hates.
it's not
He
true.
hates that.
Oh, so we speak facts.
Yeah, he hates that more than anything in this world.
I know. Well, you can't hate someone that talks like that.
Listen, Tennessee guys, we love you.
Yeah, we love you. Don't listen to him. They're not going to be on every episode.
Remember, he's come to the Tennessee-Florida game. He'll be at the Tennessee-Florida game. Just remember where he's staying. Camp out down by the river.
Yeah, I don't even have a bedroom to lock in yet, so
Also,
I should actually.
shout out to Kyle next week when Tennessee mops the floor with Florida.
Amen.
Oh man,
go Vols. Go Big Orange.
As a Miami fan, we've already been down that road. We beat them at home, so
y'all gonna be a great 11th seed for the playoffs.
We'll be number 4 seed, top 4 seed, and get a bye.
Let's talk about golf today so far.
Yeah.
Because we've all except for Erek, we've all played World Woods.
Right.
I'd played it 5 or 6. We played it a lot.
Clip Brad.
Our 3rd or 4th annual BroTrips event was to Brooksville, and we did World Woods, we did Brooksville Country Club, we did Black Diamond Ranch, Corey, all those places, and it was fun. And World Woods was on decline at that time, and it was really unfortunate because like the year before it was
top 100.
It was top 100. It was stellar. It had this
Both courses
wild,
were.
this wild driving range, which was a circle. You kind of rotated it. It was a really cool attraction. Again, at the end of the day, a lot of times it still was Brooksville, so it was like tough to kind of sell everyone coming out here. But once you got here, it was like really great. And then we visited Worldwoods, was I think like the third and fourth course we played, and there was just something that just didn't live up to expectations. It's
Right.
like what we had, because I think I may have oversold it. I tend to do
it was
that.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
It was
it's
supposed
top
to be.
100s, and
That's right.
but there was a reason why it was, and that was because there was Cabot was coming in to basically close them down and redo this place.
They had to have known at that time. There had to have been some conversation already.
They were in the stages of selling. I don't know if Cabot had already made offers or purchases or any proposals, but look at it today. I mean, Adam can speak to this, Kenny can speak to this. Like what we played on Carew today blew Pine Barrens out of the water. Like it's not even remotely close.
No.
Like what we did today, we got. I mean, I'm a 2.7. You're a 2.2.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm not.
Here we go.
I'm saying from our perspectives, like we got our asses handed to us.
Yeah. I shot
Right?
81. I haven't
Yeah.
shot over 77 in
Yeah.
months.
It's wild.
I shot
And we're gonna get to that. Tell me, what did you think about it compared to Pine Barrens? What you remember?
Yeah, so it's obviously different. It looks a lot more wide open. I don't know if I know they lost some trees during hurricanes, during some storms, so it looked more wide open. It looks it's phenomenal now. The greens are lush, the undulations in the greens. I mean, there was some green that we were putting on. I think all three of us had putts up that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that par 3,
I
16.
mean, you're
Yeah.
putting it this way. That's coming up.
I'm gonna
and,
have nightmares about 16.
Yeah, don't talk about
Not-
16 for this guy.
I mean, it was just a straight up
I put
putt.
it off the green.
yeah, you're
It was
on
a
the green.
horseshoe
Yeah,
Is that
with
the par
a
3?
Yeah,
valley
that's
in
par
the
3.
center.
I put it off the green.
We all
That's
found,
right.
and by the way, whoever the did the pins today was in a bad mood.
Yeah.
I think on
must
that
have been
hole,
fighting
like,
with his wife or something prior before.
I hope not. But yeah, that's wild. The course, I mean, condition-wise though, for a course that's been open for 9 months.
Great.
I mean, it was really preview play until recently.
There's only one other place in Florida at all comparable, and I would choose here over there, and it's Stream Song, because it's all, you're there and you're doing all this stuff, you're putting and all that. This feels way more like welcoming.
Yeah.
And I love Stream Song, don't get me wrong, but like this feels like you're just kind of like a dude's dude or a girl's girl out here. Like
Yeah.
you're just kind of hanging out, and it's just a much more welcoming vibe
Yeah.
than Stream Song is.
I just feel
There's
like
a lot of families out
it's
here
way
too.
more inclusive. I think
Yeah.
this place, like you have families, the cottages feel way more like inviting and more inclusive, like
Yeah.
you said,
Yeah,
to
right.
like bringing your families, bringing your friends, having your kids here. And I know this place is going to grow. Like it's going to take some time to develop, and they'll probably prioritize. They just had the second 18 open, the Roost just opened, so that's in preview play now. Like so, they have 36 holes running. They have the par 3, the squeeze short course, the putting course, which is all lit. Like, but there's going to be other things for kids. There's bass fishing. Like you want to talk about the monstrous bass you got this morning?
I
Adam?
mean,
like,
yeah.
you're
I mean, if
basically
we
Bill
want,
Dance.
listen, I don't want to talk about it too much, but if we want to talk about my world record bass that I caught this
Yeah.
morning to win the bass fishing competition,
the
in my first time
BroTrips bass fishing competition.
Yeah, I'm the BroTrips Bass King.
Well, we didn't know it was going to be.
I
We didn't know it was going to be a
BroTrips
competition. I would have
That's
stayed
that
there.
BBK, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the BroTrips bass king.
Yeah,
The BBK.
it was
That's
huge.
awesome.
It was the biggest fish I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, how big?
How'd you hold it though?
20 to 30 pounds minimum.
That big?
Um,
like
it was
that.
And
about
you
like
shot.
this.
That.
How many hole-in-ones did you have today, too?
None yet, but we're gonna go to the wedge later, and I'm
We are
probably
gonna
gonna
go to
get
the
one or
wedge.
two.
I do want to go after Erek here for a second.
Yep.
Massive props to you today for being so. Me and Adam and I, like, we would say we relatively played above our handicap.
Oh yeah.
Like bad. Like I was mid 80s. He was in the 80s too, which is like not our turnout. You, who we shouted you out a couple podcasts ago for finally breaking 90.
I did
for
that.
the first time.
I did that.
And then today you come out to this place that is kicking everyone's earmuffs, kicking
not-
fan
it's
ass.
not
It's
easy.
a hard course. Dude.
not
He shows
easy.
up and he breaks 100.
Yeah, legit.
And
Like,
that's amazing.
no
and
flubbery.
more importantly, on camera, I would like to give you a shout out. Erek, Easy E, Erek St. Laurent has his first ever birdie.
Let's go.
First ever.
Tweet,
Sure
tweet.
did. It was clean
Tweet,
too.
tweet.
Yeah,
It was
Tweet,
clean.
it was
That was a clean
recorded.
birdie.
Good job.
It
That
was
was a clean
recorded.
birdie.
Yeah.
That's on camera. I think that is such an incredible accomplishment. Not to mention the pressure. We had like cameras on you. You had like it might as well have been
Yeah,
a dog on a leash.
No.
Like you're going nuts.
The celebration was
Yeah,
nice.
another one of those stadium,
Yeah.
stadium level, all
Yeah.
the way to the max type of situations. Yeah, I have my buddy Jarrett just behind the camera, just filming. I mean, I'm standing like, scaredy, but I did it.
You did.
I
You
had
do
to.
it.
I had to.
I saw
By the way,
your
right in the
little
heart.
girl tattoo was twerking on
Right in
that
the heart.
photo.
Bro, I mean, she was like scared too. Her knees were shaking too, you know? You got that?
This is why you should watch the actual podcast and not just listen
You would
to
see
it.
my little inner thigh tattoo anime girl
Kicking Fran,
twerking a little bit. You would see that.
Eyemuffs.
No, that's
Put your
appropriate.
blinders on.
Yeah.
What?
Blinders. Horses wear blinders.
Anime girl twerking? That's earmuffs? That's not earmuff mode.
I said eyemuffs.
Oh,
Blinders. Horses have to wear
no,
blinders.
not eyemuffs.
But yeah, so congratulations. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you, JP.
How did you guys feel about today?
Today was very, very cool,
Did you
man.
net anybody? Did you net anybody?
I tied you.
Oh, but did you net these guys? That's what I'm asking. Did you net them?
You had to have.
know.
I do it, yeah.
So if he netted Joe,
Did I?
maybe. I'm just.
You
I
had
haven't
to.
done. So I haven't done
You
the
were
math.
26.
We probably should have done that. Yeah.
You're 26.
Yeah.
I'm
I
a
don't
2.
No, he's not 26. He was 20. He was 20.
No, he shot 26 over.
27.
My bad.
Okay.
I know your
Thanks for
math
yeah.
sucks.
Turn this off now. Turn all of these cameras off.
Dude, I shot a net
Thanks for that.
79. I had to have gotten
He did
netted.
it, dude.
So I netted them.
I'm not sure. I'm sure he did.
We'll figure this math out later. It doesn't matter. Today was a great day. It doesn't matter. This course is so much fun. I would come back here any day of the week.
Yeah.
Do this all over again.
Dude, I want to live here.
I mean,
we
we're
were
not even-
talking about getting one of these villas.
We're
I'm
not
ready to
even
get one.
halfway done with this day, and I want to come back and do it all over again.
No, I'm
We're gonna have to
leaving.
shout out to Kyle. Kyle.
Kyle's the man.
Kyle is the man.
Title
Kyle,
is
dude.
recreational manager.
Manager?
No,
There you go.
no, we got to give him his own title. He is the
Manager of
He is the
recreations.
diplomat of recreational capabilities.
He's
Director
the liaison to BroTrips.
Of if anybody's watching
Strategic
the
Council,
Cabot,
he's
it's
on the
Kyle.
recreational
He is the
strategic-
director of recreational management now. He's just been
Yeah,
promoted. You've been
fantastic.
promoted, Kyle. So he's
We are not paying your
we're
salary
definitely not
raise.
doing that.
He's the
We are
CEO
supporting
of
him.
Cabot Citrus
No,
Farms.
this is a labor.
No,
this
no,
is a
no,
labor of
dude, no,
love.
that's not
This
his
is a
position.
labor of love type
Oh, I
position.
thought that was his position. Dude. My bad. My
But he's
bad.
gonna take us out. We're gonna go shooting. We're gonna go throw some
Archery.
archery,
Yep.
axe throwing. He's got some coins made up. We're gonna see who wins these. I didn't know the rest of the day was a competition.
It's competition.
And then cornhole got brought up. So I think that got shot. You
no,
guys
we're
said
doing-
that we're not playing
putting. We're
cornhole.
putting. You're
Oh,
the
we're not-
greatest putter alive.
But I'm also the greatest cornhole guy, obviously on
Okay.
BroTrips. We
Well-
cleared that.
Have you seen this putting course? Because
Yeah. We'll do it all.
With the way
I'm
you
gonna
putted
win
it today, good luck, dog.
did I net you? I didn't putt that bad. Must have putted just as good as you if our scores were really close.
Do we want to talk about your taste of chuggets so far?
Yeah, so we've had 2 Taste of Chuggets on the course. Both of them are by Cabot, made specifically for Cabot. We got a 9.3 and a 9.1. The highest.
The roost was your high one, right?
That's really high.
The roost, yes.
That was the
roost,
white
yeah.
roost.
The white, yes.
The tropical
roost.
punch.
The tropical punch.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Is there a course that thinks they can compete with an above 9 on 2 different drinks score?
Would love that.
Good
I'll
luck.
be
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Good luck.
While
Right.
he was shooting these, I thought Cabot was like lobbying him and like
Yeah,
giving
they
him money.
slipped
Yeah,
some-
dude, big
Yeah.
cat.
He's like
They have
getting
this guy.
cash injections from Cabot just to
Whatever.
beat my watermelon wave.
It
from-
did. Beat the watermelon wave. Sorry.
That's a tough one. Sorry. We'll see.
This Cabot Crush is pretty high up there too.
I didn't
Yeah.
do that.
Dude,
That's,
these
that
things
looks
are
good.
nice.
Looks good.
So this is the drink.
This is
right
like
here.
a great morning drink.
Yeah.
Or an afternoon drink.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to re-up on Cabot Crushers.
We're gonna have
right
to go
as
get
soon as
Cabot
we're done with this.
Crushes before we go throw axes and shoot guns. That sounds like a really,
Yeah.
really intelligent idea.
That's safe, right?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
NRA approved.
We didn't sign any waivers or anything, so we can just
Yeah,
get
that's not
weird
a
with
waiver.
it, right?
That's actually even worse,
It's
isn't
all
it?
Kyle's
Like,
fault.
We just
we're drinking the virgin ones.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
That's right.
No Dick Cheney's involved today.
Oh boy. What questions do you guys have for us for the podcast? Now that you're here, I know
Yeah.
I feel like this is a.
Yeah,
I know you've thought long and hard about this.
I do. So my question and this is actually like for both of you. So setting this up, like setting this whole day up, how far in advance did you guys have to go back? what preparation did it take for you to kind of like line all of this up? Not just the golf, Joe, but the setting up of the cameras, the idea of the podcast.
PJ.
Like how did all of that come about for this day?
So thank you for asking. Very great question. The first attack is always making sure that we have our assets around us and making sure PJ is available. So shout out to PJ we got 3 cameras set up today, tripods. We're in the middle of Brooksville. We're past an hour from his house. Like it's a Saturday. He's got a family. Like for him to do this is like really, really nice. So we appreciate him and all he's done. He's been on the cameras, the footage that we have, the drone footage, the photography, the creative shots. He's got us like talking crap to each other. He's telling us we need more dialogue. Like we're doing this. Like he's the man. So the bass footage. He got your world record 30 pound bass.
He can Photoshop that a little bit.
It's going to be.
It doesn't need to be Photoshopped, dude. It's the biggest bass ever caught in the world.
We'll just put it in the Guinness Book of World Records now.
At least in that lake.
So to answer your question,
he is 5'5".
At least in the biggest one in that lake.
It
was remote controlled. PJ brought it out earlier this morning.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, though, you start with your assets. You're like, all right, what do I have? And then it was like, all right, if we were to do something like this, where would we do it? And we've had such a great experience with Cabot, and knowing that they're early on, and like I really am trying to like create this kind of home course kind of feel for us here, because we need some sort of home base. Tampa really lacks a good golf population. So for me, it was very simple. I emailed off the director of events here, as well as social media manager, Avery and Nicole, I believe their names are, and we've been communicating for, I would say probably about 2-3 months now. And I was like, hey, we want to do some stuff. We want to come out and bring a group. We've got a photographer, we have a drone guy, and we want to shoot some content either on the Roost when it's open or on Carew. We were supposed to actually do 2 weeks, but unfortunately the storms from a few weeks ago nixed the first plan. But the getting to come out today, though, that I mean isn't even me. That all of the credit goes to Cabot and Citrus Farms in particular. So Tyler, Kyle, Mike, all those guys on the ground here, like they literally planned. They're like, so what do you want to do? And I was like, what can we do? And they're like, why don't you golf in the morning? Then you're gonna go throw axes, shoot archery, shoot skeet, catch bass.
So they prepped the whole itinerary.
They very much were like, well, we have all this to offer.
Wow.
And they're like, would you want to do it all? And I'm like, well, I'm not coming here to say no.
Yeah,
if
right.
we have PJ out here and we can go through some stuff, because again, like this is not just golf. That's the cool part about Cabot Citrus Farms.
Dude, you could come here and not play golf. You could like just come here and hang out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from, I know we all love golf.
Yeah.
From someone that might not love golf.
Yeah.
This place is still a fantastic place to visit.
Yeah.
Just because of all of the outside equations that you can kind of add to the mix. Yeah, exactly.
And look, and to be fair, Brooksville, no, not a lot of people are like, my top 100 places to go in life is Brooksville, Florida.
It will be.
But that's what I'm about to get to is like, when a place like Cabot, so Cabot is a Canadian-based company, I believe. They just bought Cabot Bordeaux in Bordeaux, France, which that's next on my bucket list. I don't know about you guys, but like that facility.
Can you set that up?
Let's see.
Let's do that.
Let's see what Avery and
CEO of Cabot.
Let's see how that's right. CEO. And you might like Cabot's the brand though. Like Citrus Farms is where we're at. Right. But they have multiple ones in Canada. They have a lot of European stuff.
What's the original one?
It's
what's
Canadian,
it called?
I forget. I know.
Nova Scotia, right?
Yeah. But again, like a place like that, when a place like Cabot invests in an area like Brooksville, that's not because there's stuff here. It's because it's coming.
Right.
Like, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Like anytime they invest, they have deep pockets. They do a lot of great things. As you see, everything here is like our mantra: first class or no class.
Right.
Every drink is great. They have look at your water bottles,
dude.
Like
these
those
water
are
bottles,
almost as nice as the BroTrips.
This is Path water.
Huh?
I paid $7 a bottle for this at some places.
Right.
And they're free here.
And it's branded.
Yeah.
Come on.
Classic.
And it's free here.
And it's
no
BroTrips
such thing
orange.
as free. BroTrips orange. We love that. It's almost as nice as our water bottles, but they give you those at the kickoff. At the starter, you got your Cabot cookies. As always, like they said, they're baking you fresh cookies
The
every day.
sugar cookies with the orange zest. The orange zest sugar cookies, that is a nice touch.
That was nice.
That is a nice. Now, if I were to get a cookie, I wouldn't want a tea. I don't think I wouldn't want to tee off eating a cookie. I don't know if I would necessarily felt like I would deserve it. You need to go under 100
But you did.
to get. Yeah. That's
To
why
earn
I
it,
deserve
to
this
earn
cookie.
it.
That's why I got the
like
cookie.
that.
I got a question for you though.
What's up?
Do you go sugar cookie on Cabot, or do you go hot fish soup to start out at Caledonia?
Ooh.
So that's the chowder.
It's the
You're talking about the chowder.
Hot fish soup, chowder,
No.
whatever.
The Hot Fish Club has the lobster
that's what it
pot
was.
pie.
Yeah.
Which again is the best meal
food
we've ever had.
I think it's the best food I've ever eaten.
But
in
the
my life.
chowder.
But
blowing
the
up.
clam chowder at Caledonia Starter Shack is money. I mean, you can't really compare a lemon
Yeah, I guess
cookie
that's
or
a
orange
little
cookie
bit.
with
Yeah, right.
chowder.
That's a little
Not to
different.
mention the guy there, like the older, that guy. He's been making that chowder for 80 years.
Probably
I think he
the
said
same
that.
It's probably the
actually.
same.
I think he
It's
said
probably the
I think he
same.
said
Same
his
pan,
dad-
does get
yeah.
cleaned.
His dad made it.
Is it his
Literally,
dad's
I'm
dad?
pretty sure that's what
Yeah.
he said.
But again, like you can't compete with those things. That's kind
true.
of like oranges to apples
Yep.
or oranges
Yep.
to tangerines, as they'll say here at Cabot. But
It's a tangerine.
yeah, it's a tangerine.
Tangerine,
100%.
not an
Don't,
orange.
don't mess that up. But yeah, and to finish your questioning, we took about 2 to 3 months to plan it all, to get the green light. They were so welcoming. Like we had a call. PJ and I had a video conference with them, and they were like, "So what are your thoughts?" And we're like, "We want to do this. We're going to shoot a bunch of content there. Maybe we'll even shoot the podcast there." And they're like, "We love it." And I was like, "You guys love that? Oh my God, we're going to Cabot Citrus Farms, the 4 of us, to shoot content and shoot our first live, like not live, but like on the set."
I mean, look
podcast.
at this.
Dude, I'll say
I mean,
this.
look at this. It's
So
beautiful.
like Brooksville. So obviously not a ton to do in Brooksville. However, we've been to like relatively remote places. I would say Northern Michigan was like a remote place.
Yeah.
And if you're golfers like we are all golfers, it doesn't really matter what there is to do in the town as long as the facility's good and you can kind of
Yeah,
hang
right.
out at the house with your boys
Right.
and play some good golf and do some fun things like a putting course.
Yep.
That's all you need. It's
So-
golf 24 hours a day the entire time we're on a trip.
We'll raise some more conflict here. Let's make an enemy today. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now that we've been here, Cabot Citrus Farms, Brooksville, or Stream Song.
Oh, you already said that.
No, we just said we love Stream Song.
Yeah. Right.
And I still will always love Stream
Right.
Song. Now, I'll say this.
All inclusive.
This
When
feels
it comes to like a weekend trip.
sure. This feels like a more like you can come and stay here, and everything you need is here. At Stream Song, you kind of feel like you have to go there, you have to play golf, then you have to go get an $80 steak, and you have to have a $40 bourbon and a $30 glass of wine. So this is much more inclusive and just like I feel at home. Like that's what I feel like here. Stream Song feels much more resort-like, and this feels more. It's a resort, obviously, but it's just like it's just a great vibe. I would choose Cabot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric?
Cabot for sure. Yeah. The hospitality just in and of
Yep.
itself, I think, kind of sold it. You can go to a lot of places. The love that they showed us at Shadow Creek felt nice.
Yeah.
You know.
We could talk about Shadow Creek. all
We
day.
so
Shadow Creek. Sorry.
I want to say the level of hospitality is like damn near Shadow Creek level at least. And I don't know if they were giving us something special for us for the BroTrips boys, but this was nice today. Cabot all day, every day.
Yeah, we've been here 3 times. I've been here 3 or 4 times now. 3 times, I think. Nothing has changed. They are as authentic as they come.
Right.
Like the people that they hire, just it seems like they're the right people, and I think that's what it always comes down to. Like
So-
your greatest asset, your human capital.
You know what I'm a sucker for?
What?
I'll tell you.
I'm a sucker for at Pinehurst. They have the pine cone, and I'm a sucker for whatever that is. Whatever you want to call that little
This
section
little
on
setup,
top of
I
the
know
wedge.
you can't pan to
Little
the
pizza place?
yeah.
These little trucks with the bar and like the pizza. Like
Yeah,
I'm
the-
a sucker for
Kyle,
a
what do you
good
call that?
spot
the
to just meet
bohemian,
up.
the
The
bohemian
porch.
seating.
It's called the porch.
Yeah.
First course is actually St. Lucia. Ben, don't fire me.
Oh, there
no.
it is. Yeah,
St.
it's
Lucia.
it's
We can edit that, right?
You're already CEO, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm filming it sort of
Yeah, get that.
get
a good
all
shot
that.
of that.
It's beautiful.
at all.
Imagine a January day, it's like 68 degrees in Brooksville, and you're sitting up here and the fire pits are going, and you go get another transfusion or a Cabot Crush. This is all you need right here. The sun's
Cabot
going
Crush
down,
goes
the fire
harder
pits
than
are
the
going.
transfusion, by the way.
Forget about it.
When you're playing the short course, the music playing in the background.
Yeah, dude.
And the idea of the pizza truck is that smoke coming off it carries.
You smell it.
Oh, it did.
So
what it
is
smells,
that
told
what
you.
we're smelling all throughout?
Yeah, dude.
The
Like, hole
playing
number
around?
12.
No, you didn't see it. They had little AC vents all over the course. They were pumping it out.
I just remember saying like I need this as an air freshener for my house, like
Yeah.
whatever the
Wood-fired pizza?
the barbecue wood-fired smell is
That's amazing.
around
Your
this
house-
track. Yeah,
Your house
for
already
sure.
smells like smoke.
And then that's more of our bourbon bar. We got a nice old fashioned.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're old
Full
fashions.
fat-
Right
old
there,
fashioned.
yeah. Looks like we're doing old fashions and Cabot Crushers, double fisting.
We still got a lot of day left. So
Yeah, we do.
A ton
the
left.
drinks are still gonna be
Um,
popping.
What else you got, Kenny?
I don't got anything. I think
You
we
guys,
answered
what
the
else you guys
questions.
got? Because I know that you've finally on the pod with us.
I want to
Yeah.
say thank you.
It's not the first time. It's the first time. It's not going to be the last time.
Sure. I would like to say that you mentioned a couple episodes ago about the realtor belt.
Oh boy.
And so year one, I won in dramatic fashion. You can check the video, Adam Ruins Golf on TikTok. And then Aaron took my belt from me at Sand Hollow. He took it from me. He played better. I missed like a 3-foot birdie on 17, and I lost the belt on 18. We're going to Knoxville. This will probably come out after we're in Knoxville.
Nope.
No, it's coming out before that.
It'll be there before us.
Yeah, we'll actually
Okay.
be there right
Perfect.
now.
Well,
right now.
Aaron Newman. Sorry for the last name. I don't care. We're playing again, and I'm bringing home that fucking belt back to Florida because that's where it belongs. That beautiful red gator skin with the undefeated, undisputed realtor mantra on the front. It's coming back to Florida. You can book that.
Tennessee National.
Wait a minute. Okay. Calling people out. I love it. Okay. What you got? You said thank you. We thank you.
This
we
was
appreciate you being
this
here.
was a more. No, I have no qualms. I don't want to crap talk. I'm not trying to bust anybody's nuts.
Crap talk, dude.
I just want to say
Crap talk somebody.
I'm not crap talking
Crap talk
nobody,
someone, dude.
No, the
Who are
only
you calling out for next year's trip? How about
Bryce.
that? BT9.
Bryce might not be there.
yeah. So if
Who you
there's
want?
no, I'm gonna go back to Nano.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's-
I'm going to Nano.
The 360.
He's
So-
kicking a guy while he's down.
So no, I want that.
The dude holds the Dick Trophy and you're kicking him while he's down.
The 420. All I care about is the 420 belt. That 420 chalice. That 420 bong along sing along. I want that Bobo. I want that Bobo trophy. Back at my spot when I'm done. So here's what I want to call out. Mr. Denano, I know I already took you down once. You probably don't listen to this podcast, but that's okay.
He's not sure how spot him.
Your friends will get it back to you. I plan on beating you down again. I plan on doing a big old bong rip right in front of you after I win that.
Gick and Fran.
What? I have my medical card. This is doctor prescribed. This is doctor prescribed medicine. You can't. This is legal.
I'm not disputing
And we're
that.
in the state of Florida where this is allowed.
I'm not disputing that.
So yeah, I more or less want to say thank you to you. But if I have to call someone out,
You don't have to.
it's going to be Mr. Denano.
Okay. Well said. Well said. Adam, what about you? Other than Aaron, you got to be somebody else.
Well, I beat Aaron. I tied you.
Yeah.
I beat up on Joel every week, even though I'm down on the year. Like $340 is my tab, and I have until December 31st to weed down 341 to 0. So Joel's got my number this summer, which is crazy because I'm playing much better golf than him. I don't want to play Joel because I play him all the time. Aaron, we got a match. You know what?
Do it.
Kenny Buckets. We haven't had a match in a couple years, buddy.
Oh man.
And when we get to whatever our next destination is, I want
Me
you.
versus you.
I want you.
You going to net him?
I'm gonna beat him head up.
You
No, no.
beat me head up, dog. You did beat me head up in Innisbrook.
I was gonna say,
you
what
beat
you
me
talking
head
about,
up
dog?
fade in Innisbrook, dog. You sure
Head up
did.
fade.
But I was also
That
like
was
a 9
that was
handicap.
that was different Adam.
That's
that
a different
old
Adam. That was fat Adam,
That was
dude.
fat
That's Adam Sheets, the one that I know.
That was fat Adam Sheets.
I didn't need any strokes. It's gonna come again.
Yep.
Always.
You ain't got a chance, dog.
Okay. We'll see.
What, I got to shoot like 76? And you got to shoot like 90?
Where is the next BT?
Announce
Should we
it.
on the next episode.
Are we going to talk about that?
Nah, well, I'll give you the last episode we talked
got
about.
options.
We have a few options right now.
Yep.
It's between going back to
Lake Oconee,
Lake Oconee,
Myrtle Beach, and
potent-
Arizona. Those are three.
There you
Is Lake Oconee still okay?
go. We'll
No
find
idea.
out. Lots changed since our last podcast.
Sure
Yeah.
has. Shout out to Helene.
No. Yeah.
That son of a bitch.
Well, we'll be praying for all the families that are affected by the storms, and there's a few more storms coming through the Gulf right now.
Yeah, right.
Everyone stay safe. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks
It's
for
been a
having us.
privilege. Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
guys
Joe.
are
About
always
time.
family. You know, it's been a long time. It's tough to get everyone in Tampa, to be honest.
I just watch from the outside and I'm like, I just want to say something. They're
When we
talking
get big,
shit.
we'll be able to afford to get PJ to travel all over the world with us. We'll shoot podcasts wherever you want to do it. We're gonna bring Kyle along. He'll be our Director of Recreational Amazingness.
Going to St. Lucia. That's what I heard.
I wanted to go. I'm telling you, Cabot Bordeaux.
Done.
That would be
Bordeaux.
Next week.
That would be
More importantly,
a drink.
We're taking a
Thank you.
PJ with PJ.
That's it.
Put PJ on a PJ.
Thank
Putting PJ
you.
on a PJ.
Thank you so much to Cabot Citrus Farms for having us.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Thank you.
This is such an honor to be here. We're really, really fortunate and blessed to be here. We're gonna go partake in the old fashions, and then we're gonna go shoot guns.
Let's go. Let's go.
Do it.
Let's go.
Till next time, BroTrips out.